Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the rat. So welcome back all my rat friends. How are we doing this week? Let's find out. We'll give these a bit of a shuffle up. We'll move them around a little bit. And when it feels about right, we'll give it a stop and see what we got. Let's move them about. Sorry for the late one as well. We're a day late for you guys, but it's just a day. It's a day. What's 24 hours amongst friends, huh? Let's get on with it. And stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take that one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay. So we got a black and two whites. Now black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of these cards when we flip them over. But white cards here at the end, that's always a positive sign, something to be optimistic about in some ways, because we're coming from this negative into a positive. But again, it's a matter of perspective and what is lurking here. And what we got here is the black rooster. So we got some stuff on your mind at the moment, stuff that you're thinking about. You might have some money worries. You might be having some money worries. Financially, you might be a little bit, I don't know, worried, anxious, cautious, being extra reserved. Maybe you're saving up for something and you're trying to, you know, keep those pennies tight, you know, keep you that sort of momentum going where you can make money or save money, put it to one side for like a rainy day kind of situation. And maybe you think that you're not going to make that target, or you're not going to get that that sort of amount of money that you're looking for or that you need. Maybe you are getting a bit concerned about the fact that you've had the money in a pot somewhere and it could have been spent on something else. It's a bit of a confusing one, isn't it? Because when you've got money or you're saving money and then you want to buy something, or there's something that you want to get or purchase, it's so easy to dip into that sort of savings and whatnot. Maybe that's what you're contemplating. I think right now you just need to kind of get it off your chest a little bit, that people just don't seem to understand where you're coming from, where they say, you know, why aren't you coming out? Why aren't you getting, you know, involved? Why don't you want to come to the cinema? Why don't you want to go to have a meal or come down the pub? And they're just not kind of getting the fact that maybe you don't have the money because you're saving and stuff. Or potentially it's because you've just got yourself into a bit of a situation right now where you're, I wouldn't say struggling, because you're a rat. I mean, you're probably sitting on a little bit of a rainy day fund as it is. But as I say, it's about, do you really want to dip into it or not? It might not even be about money. It could be something else. It could be something else that you're worried about, but you've definitely got something on your mind. And I think right now it's creating an atmosphere. And there is an atmosphere around you because you're worried and you're anxious, and this is rubbing off on those around you. It's making you feel a little bit more, I don't know, close to just blowing up, getting frustrated, taking it out on other people. That snake, however, same affinity triangle as the rooster, coming in, probably more compatible than that rooster, because that rooster, there is a bit of I don't know, I don't want to say conflict, but there is a little bit of an up and down relationship with the rooster and the rat. But the rat and the snake, not so bad. And it's another thinking card, and it's the negative karmic card. So if you want to know about any of that, hit the subscribe button, because we will be doing videos on that in the future. But that snake is also a thinking card. So now you're thinking about yourself. Now you're thinking about you. Now you're putting yourself first. Now you're thinking to yourself, right, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. I want this money because I want to go on holiday. I want to travel. I want to buy this new car. I want to, you know, treat myself. And that's what it's about. And it's not about people. Well, you know, there's always going to be people that judge, and there's always going to be people that, you know, think and assume things. But as I say, you don't have to worry about them. Don't let them bring you down. Don't let them be all like, oh, why don't you come out? You've been saving up some money. You've got some. Spend it here. Spend it there. No. Don't be a people pleaser. Be a bit more selfish with it. Now, the snake is probably one of the most selfish signs out there. But selfish isn't necessarily a bad thing. Potentially, it's self-care. It's looking out for you. It's putting you first for a change. And with that, you will achieve what you need to achieve. You'll get to where you want to get to. And it could be intense and it could be demanding. but you've got to put yourself first. You're going to come out of this phase and you're going to slowly start moving into this snake phase. And now that's not going to make all your financial worries disappear, but it's definitely going to put you in a more balanced place and ground you a little bit. So maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to figure it out. And if it's not financial, maybe it's emotional stuff that you're just worried about and anxious about anyway. Again, snake isn't going to take those away from you. Potentially it's your karmic debt to pay, but it is going to ground you so you can actually find some kind of, you know, I want to say some sort of like center or some sort of, you know, understanding of things. And that's what's going to be good from this, is that you're not just going to come away from this feeling like it wasn't worth it. You're going to come through this and think, actually, that phase was okay. Because again, if you are saving up towards something financially, if you are managing to achieve that and you're not necessarily worried about it too much now at this point where you're moving into the snake, you are going to have that money to pay for that or to fund that thing that you want to do financially. So it's going to have a positive outcome regardless. You're going to benefit from it either way. You've got the Tiger card coming in, which is actually another emotional card. There's a lot of emotional attachment when it comes to tigers. The Tiger is one of those protective cards as well. It's a card that's kind of like looking out for other people, other signs, and it will kind of like take you under it, you know, take you under its wing, so to speak. See, now the Tiger and the Rat will work if they can take that sort of critic, sort of judginess from each other. Again, we're looking at criticizing, we're looking at judginess, we're looking at this, but this time it's hitting different. It's different than this to this. This is more of a realization moment. It's more of a, oh yeah, I did do that. I really messed up. I need to learn from this mistake. Oh, did I actually do that? God, what a rookie I am. You know, it's like the evolution of being a complete new beginner and then leveling up and realizing, you know, you've now got all these skills or that benefit that you've had from that. So now you can actually do more and go, well, I used to be this, you know, this person. I used to be in this place and now I've come over into this place. I think right now what you got to remember as well is that not everything is supposed to be plain sailing. Not everything is supposed to be easy. Some things are supposed to be hard. It's in those moments that we get the best experience, learn the most lessons. We can come away from these things a lot stronger, a lot wiser, in a better place. And when it comes to emotions, which these two are very heavy on, I mean, these two are incredibly emotional kind of related cards. One more so selfishly than the other, but it still remains the same, that emotionally that turmoil is going to pass. You're going to come from this side, this sort of side of things where you're probably anxious, feeling a little bit unheard, feeling a little bit lost, feeling a little bit like, which direction are you going to go in? Which way do you go? And as you come through this, you're going to work it out, because you're going to figure it through listening to your own intuition. You're going to start kind of solving the problems as they present themselves. And as I say, financially, if you keep on going, you're eventually going to reap the benefits of that by getting what you want in the long run anyway. So all in all, moving through this week, you should start feeling a little bit better, feeling a little bit more lifted, a little bit more, as I say, grounded, and just spirits rising, feeling a bit more confident, feeling a little bit more like you are capable, because believe it or not, my lovely ratty friend, you are very capable. You've just got to believe in yourself, I think. That's what it comes down to. It's just having faith in yourself. That's self-care, protecting that space, and not letting critics and judgy kind of people convince you of otherwise, or convince you otherwise. And we'll find out how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rat. I'll be back again today with a reading for the ox and the tiger and the rabbit. So if you are interested, I will see you then. If not, see you next week, guys. Love and peace.